Hey everyone, it's TB Shores. It is May the 6th, 2020. It's 2:35 a.m. And don't ask me how we got at 2:35 a.m. I have tried and tried for days now to get some videos out, and everything in the world is keeping it from happening. And I do not believe it is anything other than the enemy, because when the Lord started putting this together after I did the first video that you've already watched, which is basically just connecting a few dots. I'm going to get into the information now, but when I did that first video, everything else just started coming together. That's how the Lord usually does. Once I get that first video going, it's like he just keeps it coming and keeps it coming. So I know that he's giving me things, and I know that he wants the video done. The enemy, on the other hand, I think has other plans, but I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm not going to give up. If it takes me till 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm at least going to get you one more video. So we're going to start back talking about the calendar. Now, we are in May of 2020 right now. So when we look at the calendar, we have to remember, well, in a lot of things, we have to remember that God works in patterns, and he will show us things that connects things together through his patterns, through numbers, through a repeat pattern, just different ways that he speaks to us through these things. Okay, so I'm saying that because you're going to see some repeats, some patterns that the Lord has put in front of me, letting me know that these things are connected. Okay, so what we're going to look at here is May, and we're going to look at when second Passover comes. Now, I'm going to touch just a little bit on how I got here, because when Passover came and went and nothing significant had happened, I felt prompted by the Lord to start looking at my second Passover and my May videos, because we were fixing to come into the time of second Passover and the time of May. So as I was looking through this stuff, it was just one thing after other kept catching my attention, and in ways that they were connected, that there was just no way you could not think that the Lord was putting this together and giving it. So how I got to second Passover is because when first Passover did not manifest anything within it, so then I moved on to the next thing, which is second Passover in May. Now here we look at May, and we see the second Passover comes on the 8th, which is actually 2 days away. And then 2 weeks later, we see the May 22nd, which the Lord has spoke to me back on right here. If you look, it was May 15th, 2017. He spoke to me and he said, on May the 8th is when he spoke it to me. May 15th is when I put the video up. That's going to be significant too, because we're going to see May 15th again in something that is very confirming. So the Lord drew me back to May videos, and this was some of the main ones. The May 20, where he spoke to me over a period of May 22nd, and of course second Passover videos, and these are all within this playlist that I have right here. You can see the name of it right there. And I have put them here for convenience because they all have bits in them that connect with each other. But I want you to particularly note video 1, 2, and 3 right here. Period of May 22nd, 1, 2, and 3. And then this one that ties in with it, but it's somewhat different because it speaks of what's in here, but it adds some other things that the Lord had shown me as well. So you've got 3 here that go together and 1 that is separate from them but ties in with it. So having said that, there's a reason I wanted to explain that to you, And one of the reasons is I had a confirmation in an email back in 2015. The man that sent it to me is deceased. He passed away about 6 months later. I think that makes it even more important that he had sent me this email, because we didn't talk on a constant basis, just random things we shared here and there that pertain to the Lord. And so he had shown me that, let me just go there. In this email, he spoke to me. Now here's the date. Here's the date I want you to make note of. May 15, 2017. We saw that. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure. Here we go. We see that on the first video that I did. So he sent me, watch this video, and then he sent me this email, and it says, "Hi, Sister Teresa. I had a dream about a week ago where I was looking at my subscription feed and saw that you had uploaded 3 or 4 videos. I think it was 4. And I was glad to see that you were sharing what the Lord was leading you to make videos on. I told Brother Gary of this dream a couple of days ago. So he is my witness, because I see that you have uploaded a video now." Okay, so he sees I've uploaded a video now. And he said there were 3 or 4. He thought it was 4. Well, I pointed out to you there was 3. And then there was a 4th one added, but it was somewhat different, so I did it kind of separately. Okay, so he watched the first video and he sent me this email. So I replied back and I said, "Can you remember the day or date of the dream?" And he came back and said he couldn't remember exactly, but it was maybe 7 to 10 days ago, he thinks. Well, 7 days from the 15th would have been May the 8th, which was the day that the Lord had spoke to me and said over by a period of May 22nd. So the Lord was giving him this dream, I'm going to say pretty much at the same time, or very, very close to, within a day or two of when he spoke to me and said over by a period of May 22nd. So that cannot be, absolutely is not a coincidence. And then for him to send me this email telling me, this is, I need to, let me see, I think it's in this one. Let's just finish reading this one. It says, yeah, let's continue on. "I should have immediately sent you an email, and I'm sorry I didn't. I will ask the Lord to help me recall. I seem to remember seeing 2 or 3 videos back to back in the feed, then one spaced apart." So if you think about what he just said there, that's what these 3 here are. 2 or 3 back to back and then one set apart, because it, even though it went with those, it was separate. Okay, and it's just blowing my mind. See, the Lord took me back to this email just today. I had forgot all about it. And well, the last couple days, excuse me, it's like he'd been putting it in my spirit that I needed to go see what videos Brian was referring to when he sent me that, because I didn't remember. And I kept getting prompted to do that for a couple of days, and then you know how you get busy. Well, I just didn't get to it, and so then I finally remembered to do that today, and it just absolutely blew my mind when I seen that first video of over by a period of May 22nd was the same date that he sent me this email. Those are the videos he was referring to. And he goes on to say, I really think that there is tremendous significance to this set of videos you are putting out right now. I have been getting prophetic dreams recently about people I know that are coming to pass within about a week to 2 week period. So There we see that 2-week period again. See, it's about the Lord showing you patterns. And through these patterns and through these similarities, you know that He's bringing this to you. You know that He's speaking it to you. You know that He's connecting it, okay? So now that we've looked at that, we're going to pop back over here. And I hope you can see that it's these videos he was referring to on May 15th. The 3 back to back, and then the one that was set apart. The one I said was separate from these, even though it was part of them. Okay, so clearly that's what he's talking about. So we see how the Lord has connected my understanding there with a date. And then I want to pop back up here to this. Oh, I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. Where we see May the 8th begins second Passover, and we go to the 22nd, and we see a 2-week time frame. I'm going to cut this off, and when I come back, we'll pick up from there, okay? We'll talk about the 2 weeks and why the 2 weeks are significant. Bye. I love you.